Hey, I'm about World Entertainment, and here's some news that came out of absolutely nowhere. But the Mandalorian and Grogu, the next movie for Star Wars, has added Alien and Avatar star Sigourney Weaver in a major role. Yeah, no, heard absolutely nothing about Sigourney Weaver being looked at. Never heard anything about anyone really being looked at for this movie as of yet. But here's the first official announcement. And it's one of those announcements again that it's like, wow, they're announcing co-stars and stuff before they're even confirmed whether Pedro Pascal will actually be in the suit for the movie or what way they're going to be doing it. But we'll have a look at this. So it says some exciting Star Wars news this morning as the Mandalorian and Grogu has cast its first major supporting role. As per the Insider newsletter and confirmed by multiple trades, three-time Academy Award nominee Sigourney Weaver has joined the cast of Disney and Lucasfilm's next Star Wars film, which is expected to begin production at the tail end of this year. The Mandalorian creator Jon Favreau will helm and produce the upcoming feature, with Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm Chief Creative Officer Dave Filoni also serving as producers. Weaver will join a cast headlined by series leading man Pedro Pascal. Is he though? I have not seen that confirmed. Who is expected to reprise his role as Din Djarin for the film. However, the extent of his involvement is yet to be determined, as the three-time primetime and Emmy-nominated actor also has Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four, where he plays Reed Richards, on his schedule this summer. So why would there be much of a problem if it's this summer for Fantastic Four and the end of the year for Mandalorian? Think about it, for Christ's sake. So considering Pascal isn't really required to show his face when playing the titular character, as it is essentially a voiceover role after the events of Season 3, it should be relatively manageable for Favreau and company to accommodate the fan favourite star's busy schedule. As expected, Grogu will also return. Weaver is a legend of the sci-fi genre, having played Ellen Ripley in the long-running Alien series. She played the iconic part in 4 films: Ridley Scott's Alien, James Cameron's Aliens, David Fincher's Aliens 3, and Jean-Pierre Jeunet Alien Resurrection, and earned several awards and nominations for her portrayal, including an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress in '87. More recently, she has reteamed with James Cameron for the Avatar films, having played Dr. Grace Augenstein in the first film and Kira in Avatar: The Way of Water. Yeah, she played a kid, a teenager basically, which was interesting. She's also slated to appear in the next 3 chapters, which are tentatively scheduled to open in theatres in December 2025, 2029 and 3031. Jesus Christ, 3031. Wow. Weaver is also well known for her roles as Dana Barrett in Ghostbusters franchise, having appeared in the 84 original Ghostbusters, 89 Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife. She also made a brief cameo in Ghostbusters 2016. The less said about that, the better. And it just kind of goes on and on about films and shows and stuff she's been in. So it's a very interesting casting update. However, there's still tons of confusion actually around this movie, being the fact that, is this basically going to be season 4? Because everything is indicating that this is season 4 and the end of The Mandalorian. That season 4 apparently was written and it was ready to go, and they pulled the plug on it and basically went, nah, we'll just make it into a movie. Season 3, of course, did not do well at all. I think that was for various reasons. Gina Carano's situation, I think, added to that. I think the fact that Pedro Pascal just wasn't in the suit at all added to that. And the story just really from what I'm hearing, went nowhere. Because I didn't bother watching season 3. It dropped out after season 2. You know, season 1 is fine. It's not this overall brilliant, like, oh my god, Star Wars is back type thing. It was fine. It's like watchable, and you're like, yeah, it's alright, you know. Don't hate it, don't love it. Season 2 was just this joke of a season where it was like, we need to get to this point, but to get to that point, we have to go to this point to get this thing. And then once we get this thing, we're to bring it to this place. But this thing we're going to lose, so we actually have to go back to this place to get there. And it's just, it was a video game. It really was. That's the way it's being made now. It's like a video game. Or your task to get to the next level is you have to collect this thing from this area and bring it to this place. And so on and so forth. I think season 3 got blasted for that type of stuff as well, where it was very much, they were kind of, it was just this nothing story. And then they're dropping Lizzo and Jack Black and stuff like that in there, and people were just like, what is this? Plus, bringing Grogu back completely undone everything that season 2 set up and ended with. You know, Grogu going off with Luke and stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's back. So you're telling people then, to watch this movie, you will have to watch season 1 and 2, obviously, and 3 of Mandalorian. You'll have to watch the Book of Boba Fett to get the 2 Mandalorian episodes that are in there to understand how Grogu comes back. And you'll have to understand that you're not going to be able to walk into this movie as a normie who doesn't watch any of the shows and probably doesn't even know about the shows to watch this movie, because you're going to be lost. And then if it's literally a 8 episode series that they're just going to cut down to like 2 hours for a movie, you're pretty much going to get the same type of thing. And Din Djarin has to go from the point A to point B, but to get to point B he has to stop off point A, point 1, A point 2, A point 3 and whatnot. So yeah, and the fact that all of a sudden the Rey movie isn't going to be the first Star Wars movie that comes out since Rise of Skywalker like they said it was. It's going to be essentially The Mandalorian season 4. It's going to be weird. But Sigourney Weaver has been cast in a major role, and not a known role. There's no information on who she's playing or what she's playing, but it's going to be a major role apparently. I guess they really are just looking for star power. I guess they're really just looking for star power at this stage. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with this and see if fans get excited. But with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So like, share, subscribe. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.